So, the reports.
Why don't you wait till the inspectors get back? You would certainly learn more.
If I wanted to meet the inspectors, I would have done so. So, give me the preliminary reports, and above all, do not mention my visit to anyone. Is that clear?
Sure, if that's what you want. Here are the reports.
Thank you.
Let's see. Death of Polly Nichols. August 31st, 1888. Her throat was cut from left to right, two distinct from being on the left side with a windpipe, gullet, spinal cord, reptile bruising, apparently by thumb, lower cheek. Yes. Notice that. Oh, bother!
Have you obtained the preliminary reports?
Yes, we'll read them on the go. Let's to the scene of the crime at Bucks Row, Watson.
Okay, hold on. Throat, right side, rib, small stab wounds, private parts, pulling done by the strong bladed person. Left-handed. Let's see if it's quieter now. Ah, there's still people here.
But what are all these people doing here, Holmes?
Apparently, they came to see the scene of the crime.
What about us? Aren't we going to see it?
We will return this evening, Watson. The circumstances should be ideal for carrying out our little experiments. Well, Watson, we are at the scene of the Polly Nichols murder.
I don't understand why
Imagine the
Bucks
victim
Row
lying at
is
the
it
spot where
actually
she was
blurry
found
and the
and
one
try
at
to
the bottom
discern
is
all of the
actually
clues
quite
we
clean.
can. Watson, you are a writer. I am therefore entrusting you with our deduction board. It will help us to establish certain facts.
Understood, Holmes.
Okay, so first things first.
No signs of blood.
No, we'll start from there. Let's see here.
No marks on the ground. The ground is muddy. Let's look at this poor woman more closely.
Okay, let's see.
A small pool of blood, 6 inches in diameter. There is a
Bruising.
bruise at the level of the right maxilla. The throat was slit from left to right. There are 2 incisions. The tongue is swollen.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bruise on the left cheek.
Let's see.
The tongue is swollen. There is a bruise at the level of the right maxilla.
Ah.
A small pool of blood, 6 inches in diameter. A small pool of blood,
No,
6 inches in... There is a bruise at the level of the right maxilla.
Okay, hold on.
There is a black bonnet near the left hand. The body was lying on its back, legs straight and slightly apart. The skirt had been lifted up to the middle of the body. The left hand was touching the barn door. The body was still warm. Let's reread the preliminary report for the details on the wounds inflicted upon this poor woman.
Okie dokie. Oh, it's I. Okay. Deduction. Let's see. No traces of blood on the walls. The victim had her throat slit. So.
There is a black bonnet
Oh.
near the left.
For crying out loud. So let's see. Quietly. Little pool, so. Strong spurts. It's dirty and damp on the ground. Okay. And I was dead before. Hold on. Okay, no footsteps. Bloated. Bloated tends to be strangulation, if memory serves. It's still warm, no footprints. Oh, I keep doing. Oh, it's. Oh, I can just reiterate. Okay, that's fine. She wasn't dragged. The victim bruise on the right jaw. He was caused by pressure. Okay, 1 second. Suffocated? No, would it be strangled? To a person on the premises. I think that I just...
This spot is deserted, Holmes. The prostitutes only come here to exercise.
Okay, so it's a well-known spot.
There is only one streetlight lit on this street, Watson, and this spot is particularly poorly lit. Well, Watson, we have found all of the possible clues, I think. We will now attempt to recreate the scene of the murder. Come closer, Watson. I have to make you up.
You are joking, Holmes?
We need to have an idea of what happened.
I feel ridiculous, Holmes.
Chin up.
Now, Watson, come and stand here in front of me. You shall play the role of the poor woman and I shall play that of the murderer. Let's try to reconstruct the facts to ensure the final...
Okay, so stand up. Bare hands. Left.
This position is unlikely.
Okay.
No, there is no reason the murderer would be positioned like this. The grip would be awkward.
Okay. Stop. It wouldn't be from behind, it was front. Right. So on the ground it was with the knife. Left-handed.
No, I don't think that things went like that. The murderer didn't attempt to stab his victim in the stomach. No, I don't think that things went like that.
Hold on. You're standing up. Hands.
Yes, it's quite possible the events occurred like this.
Okay. It's not on the ground.
Sorry, Watson. No, the victim wasn't already lying down on the ground before dying.
Okay. Let's actually... because I'm getting this wrong. There it is. Okay, let's see. I guess... okay.
No, I don't think that things... Sorry, Watson. No, the victim was...
Okay, let's... okay, let's see. Oh, okay. So, standing, we've established.
No, had the victim had her throat slit while standing, there would naturally be blood on the walls.
Aha. Left hand. Victim wasn't afraid. Okay. Okay.
No, had the victim had...
Yep, okay.
No, I don't think that things went like that. The murderer didn't attempt to stab his victim in the stomach.
Okay, 1 second. Let me figure this out. So...
Sorry, Watson. No.
So, there. Stomach. Left.
No, I don't think that things went like that.
Okay.
No, I don't think that things went...
This is a doozy.
Sorry, Watson. No. Watson.
I think
If
I
the
got it.
murderer used his right hand astride his victim, there wasn't much room.
Okay. I think we're finally making progress, although it's a bit messy. Okay.
The murderer had enough room to inflict the wounds to the neck, and these wounds suggest the left hand was used.
There it is. So strangled. Sliced.
My dear Watson, now that we have found all of our clues, nothing remains but to subject them to our most likely hypotheses in order to deduce the facts.
There we go. So with all this considered, killer was strangled, left-handed, left to right. Left hand. No, hold on. It was strangled with both. Left to... No, he's right-handed. Okay, let me think. Had been left... Had his left hand or right hand. Job... So that would be right-handed. Would he be? Hold on, I think...
What are we doing, Holmes?
Okay, let me think. Yeah, I completed this game years ago, but... Okay. Pressure. Left hand prevented from screaming. There we
The
go.
victim was most probably dead before being laid down. Once the heart stopped, gravity drained the body slowly, not in a heavy spurt that would have stained half the street.
Thank you, Holmes. I understand why you told me not to change clothes. Do you realize that our behavior didn't alarm anyone?
The victim's ordeal was even more discreet. By acting in silence, we have confirmed something. The crime definitely took place here. The victim and her murderer were able to come here without making any noise, and afterwards the murder took place without the slightest cry being uttered. Come, Watson, let's go home. We have spent far too long in this sinister alley.
Yeah, if she was killed before,
And
if
so,
she
my
was...
dear Watson, the day and night
If
which
she
we
wasn't
passed in
strangled,
Whitechapel
the
were
heartbeat
likely,
would have
weren't
still
they?
been going,
An
there'd be blood
adventure that I
everywhere.
most certainly will never relate. To be in the skin of that poor woman. I prefer not to speak of it further. But have we really learned anything about the
Yes.
murderer? Obviously a man, given the necessary strength.
We have little to go on, at least no more than the police. But in my opinion, Inspector Aberline has a trick or two up his sleeve. No, I want to talk about the facts and what we can draw from them. We know where the crime was committed and under what conditions. I would like to ask you about the possible motives for the crime. According to you, Watson, what could have pushed the murderer to act in such a way?
Let's see. Resentment?
Revenge, Holmes?
Revenge could be a possible motive, but with one small reservation. We have reason to believe that the victim considered her murderer to be a typical client.
Just professionalism.
Black magic?
I'm not terribly interested in the occult or black magic. Let's give the benefit of the doubt to this motive.
Let's see. Victim occasional prostitute without family.
A personal drama?
Love can certainly lead to many a drama, but we have to consider the fact that the victim didn't know her attacker.
Horrible madness?
Homicidal insanity, Holmes.
It is indubitable that the man who did this to Polly Nichols is not of his full senses.
Perhaps financial.
Theft, perhaps.
I have a hard time believing that someone would attack poor Polly so fiercely just to rob her of a few coins.
No, this seems a bit more... I actually don't know. I've... Alright, time for plan B.
Elementary. Very well, Watson.
I was just going to collect them
we've
all.
Exhausted the topic. Take a rest and we'll speak again later.
I was just going to collect them all and see if any of them worked.
It
And
would
the first
seem
time
that
it
the
worked.
investigation is advancing,
Nice.
Holmes. Yesterday's Star said that a suspect is in the hands of the police, a man with a rather sinister reputation.
I was about to join you in your optimistic
Oh,
outlook
dear.
until you informed me that the good news came from the press, Watson.
But surely they wouldn't invent the fact that the police are holding a suspect, or the acts that are attributed to him.
You will have an exact answer to these two questions in less than 50 seconds, Watson.
Pardon?
There we
Enter,
go.
Inspector.
Abline. How are you,
Good day.
Mucker?
Dear Watson, allow me to introduce Inspector Aberline, Inspector Dr. Watson.
Inspector?
To what do we owe the honour of your presence, Inspector?
I heard that the two of you made your way to Whitechapel a few days ago. Your arrival, you are aware, coincides with a very serious affair which our police service is going to great lengths to solve and which is creating strong tensions in the area.
Pardon me, but haven't you arrested someone? A certain Leather Apron?
Absolutely not.
There we go.
The man who hides behind this name is indeed being actively searched for by the force. Besides, nothing at the moment suggests that he is the Bucks Row murderer.
There, you've been enlightened, Watson. Now it is our turn to answer Inspector Aberline's questions.
Indeed. I will be brief and precise. Do you
Thank you.
intend to investigate this case, or have you already started?
It is to be of service to a friend that I went to Whitechapel. We did, out of curiosity, familiarise ourselves with the preliminary reports, and we made our way to the scene of the crime. Our conclusions are slim, as are the clues. Having
Yeah,
not
it's
been
not
officially
ideal.
appointed by a client, I believe that my intervention in this business will end there.
Very well. To be frank, you take the weight off my shoulders by distancing yourself from the case. Our image isn't very good,
Yeah.
to say nothing of what the press puts us through. Thus, if overnight they found out that you were on the case, people would turn against us.
And they would pester me, overwhelm me, and finally make me out to be responsible for the inevitable failure such a scenario entails. Neither you nor I wish for this to happen. I know that your time is precious, Inspector. I will send you a note regarding my conclusions shortly.
With pleasure.
I swear
Gentlemen?
the audio recordings are
Do you
in
think
these
that he will
games are
find
just
the
hilarious
murderer?
The
sometimes.
chances are slim to non-existent. It is 7 days now, short of a confession from the murderer himself.
And you will not go further.
You heard the Inspector, Watson. My presence in Whitechapel would hinder, which doesn't
He's
mean
going
that
to
we
send
will
you,
drop the case.
Watson.
How is that?
The Inspector spoke of me, but not of us. It is you, Watson, who will lead the investigation tonight. It is you who will bring to the police station the little note that I will write regarding our conclusions. Despite the late hour, there is nothing to stop you from making inquiries about this famous leather apron while you are there.